Today on 21st Century Business, explore state-of-the-art technology, innovative business strategies, insights from cutting-edge corporations around the globe, a visionary look into the answers of tomorrow, today. Business leaders, business solutions, 21st Century Business.
Welcome to 21st Century Business. I'm Jackie Bales. Composite materials have been around since mud bricks in ancient times. Well, these days, advanced composite materials using continuous filaments or nanotechnology offer enormous advantages to improve structural solutions. We're joined now by Duncan Lawrie, president of Lawrie Technology Incorporated, or LTI, whose emphasis on R&D has led to some remarkable advances. LTI is not only a contract development company, but is as well a manufacturing business with its own proprietary technology. However, consulting in the area of advanced composite materials and processes is still a strong service of the company. Thanks for joining us, Duncan.
It's a pleasure to be here, Jackie.
Duncan, can you first give me some examples of where these advanced composite materials are required and why they're needed?
Yes, Jackie. I think the best differentiator for these materials is its density or weight. So typically, military aircraft were an early adopter, and for 40 years plus now, carbon epoxies have been involved in the construction of military aircraft. And more recently, industrial applications, commercial aircraft, and sporting goods in particular.
So tell me about your company, Lawrie Technology, and what it is that you've developed.
Well, LTI was developed about 20 years ago, building on my past experience as a stress analyst for aircraft. And the focus really was in the knowledge that aircraft structural composites, airframe materials, are about $1,000 a pound finished part cost. If you buy a glass fiber ladder rail from the hardware store, which are ubiquitous these days, it's $5, $6, $7, maybe $8 a pound finished part cost. So there's a huge gap in the middle. And filling that gap is going to allow us to take these materials into a broader range of products in the industrial marketplace and commercial aircraft.
Now, I understand you've worked with companies such as Boeing and that you have partnership agreements in the works with another company. Tell us about that.
Yes, our initial work with Boeing was in stiffeners for their new carbon fiber aircraft. That technology didn't go to production in the end, but we were the only company in the world to be successful in meeting their specification. And in that case, we used the pultrusion process, injecting resin and creating fiber architectures to give exactly the strength and stiffness and weight distributions they were looking for.
Duncan, why are flexible drive shafts so important?
Well, flexible drive shafts have been a focus of our efforts in filament winding in this case, or fiber placement using CNC, computer-controlled machine manufacturing. Drive shafts are used in transmitting power across the spectrum, from your kitchen food mixer through producing electricity from steam turbines. You still have to drive the driven device from the prime mover, gas turbine, steam turbine, electric motor. And what happens is, even though you would line up the two machines with a laser, for example, by the time the tide comes in, or the temperature rises, or the gas turbine gets hot, the drive shaft is now misaligned. And as the power gets to be very large, thousands and sometimes tens of thousands of horsepower, then the drive shaft is pretty beefy. It's a large diameter, it's thick-walled, and it is absolutely unwilling to take a quarter-inch misalignment without failing in fatigue. So we build hinges in, and what we do with the carbon fiber is to tailor the geometry and the material properties to put hinges in certain places and just have spacing tubes to carry the power elsewhere.
Well, it sounds like you're doing some fascinating work, and we sure appreciate you giving us a glimpse of what can be achieved, Duncan. Absolutely amazing.
Pleasure to be here.
And thank you for watching. For 21st Century Business, I'm Jackie Bales.